The Gloom has vomited forth a fresh abomination in the form of this new predator strain of socialist animals. These bugs are fast, relentless, and above all else, lethal. My name is Commissar Kai, and today we'll be reminding these new Terminid combat forms that humanity is the real apex predator of our galaxy. We'll go over the new threats, how to handle them, and which loadouts really shine when dealing with this new strain of walking E710. Let's get started by getting to know our enemy.
I hit the wrong button. If this is the scout handshake, I'm kicking you. Are you sure you want to do that?
I want him to put his hand down slow.
Nope.
There it is.
By the time y'all see this broadcast, we may have already dealt with the new predator strain of Terminids. But much like the recent reappearance of the Jetpack Brigade, we should stay vigilant against any future incursions by these motherless monsters. So let's get started with the two new additions to the Terminid roster and how to handle them.
Getting the stalkers down. Oh, there's a lot of them. No. Chunky, are you shoveling him?
Yep. Get him. I got him stunned.
Beat his ass. Yeah, get him. Here, keep the other bugs off him. This man is beating stalkers to death with a shovel.
Likely the first thing you'll notice when dropping onto a planet targeted by the Predator strain is the new Predator Stalker. Sweet Liberty, they really know how to name them, huh? This beast is pretty similar to its older cousins, but has a couple of key differences. They lack the invisibility and tongue attack of the vanilla Stalker, and instead rely on their speed, numbers, and relentless attacks to bring Helldivers to an early grave. Normal Stalkers are terrifying for their ability to ambush you at the worst possible moments by flinging you in the air before rushing you down to devour your broken body. Thankfully, Predator Stalkers do not display the same level of intelligence, instead preferring to just rush you down in packs before tearing you to pieces with their talons.
It's been good serving with you.
Oh, God.
Their attacks appear to be faster, but we're still waiting on confirmation on this from the Ministry of Truth. The speed of their attacks is matched by their ability to close the distance, even being able to keep up with the puma once they smell the scent of freedom. Thankfully, they share the same vulnerability to explosive weapons and headshots as the stalkers we're all familiar with. But because there are just so dang many of them, they can be tough to handle in groups, especially if you get caught away from your team.
What is... Oh, Lord. Okay, never mind. I don't want to be here.
Accompanying these tyrants are the new Predator Hunters, which despite their smaller stature, maintain much of the pant-brown and terror of the new Stalker forms. These freedom-hating vermin will go invisible upon being alerted to the presence of Helldivers, and will fan out to try to surround you. They're even able to attack while they're still cloaked, adding a fresh layer of occupational hazards to the Helldivers on the bug front. Additionally, they can vomit up bile after launching themselves at you, sometimes resulting in a one-hit KO if your luck has run out. When packs of these tiny terrors are alerted to your presence, they'll all cloak themselves before launching their attack. When combined with a wave of the new Predator Stalkers, they can be a real nuisance. The Stalkers will rush you down with their speed and numbers, while the Predator Hunters fan out and look for opportunities to ambush you with their invisible claws or devastating puke attack. The Gloom also seems to be affecting Helldivers in unforeseen ways.
Huh? What is going on, Tyler? What is
Wait, what?
You know, I think we can fix that on the Super Destroyer. Hang on, I'll stim you. Get in the car, Tyler.
So keep an eye out for all types of new bugs. As for how to handle these new threats, there's a couple of reliable answers, but the main thing you'll want to do is stick together. The Predator strain really shines when Helldivers are caught alone, since the new Stalkers are meaty enough to take a few hits, fast enough to catch you while you reload, and dangerous enough to cut you in half in just a couple of seconds. Because the main threats of the Predator strain are numbers and speed, Helldivers across the fleet are being advised to arm themselves with concussive, fire, or electrical ordnance. If the new strain manages to close the distance with you, not even Lady Liberty's grace will keep you from being turned into fertilizer. So to prevent that untimely demise, we'll want to arm up with tools that enable us to create space between us and the bugs. The Halt shotgun from the Truth Enforcers War Bond is a standout choice against this sub-faction for its ability to, well, halt the bugs dead in their tracks using its stun rounds. You can then quickly swap to the armor-piercing flechettes to deliver that killing blow. The halt can stop a stalker pack dead in its tracks, allowing your squad to layer on the firepower to keep them from closing the distance. Aside from keeping those fast bugs pinned down, it can also stop rampaging chargers from breaking up your formation or set up a perfect opportunity for Eagle and Orbital support by stunning the bugs and forcing them to clump up. Another standout primary against the Predator strain is the Liberator Concussive. This is a weapon I rarely use, but in this case, it's one of the best. The damage is on the lower side.
I got overwhelmed by a hentai monster, Bile Titan, and some stalkers.
Oh my god, that turret just shot me in the face. Oh wait, no, that was Rat. Okay, never mind.
Yes, that was me.
At least it was only with a pummeler, so it didn't hurt that bad.
But it more than makes up for it with its stagger, pushback, ammo, and reload speed. With the Siege Ready Armor passive, you can reload this thing so quickly that the bugs never get a chance to breathe, let alone hit you. Additionally, you'll have 9 total mags with 60 rounds each, meaning you'll have plenty of diplomatic options when dealing with whatever the bugs throw at you. Pair it with a hard-hitting support weapon and some area of effect stratagems, and you can create a firewall for your team that the swarms of bugs will not be able to cross without taking massive casualties. I know a lot of Helldivers scorn more utility-based primaries, but I would like to remind those Helldivers that you kill more bugs when you're not draining your team's reinforcement budget. Save Super Earth's super credits by bringing more utility in your loadout against this sub-faction, or you will save your spot on the Wall of Martyrs. If you're worried about damage output, I'd recommend pairing the Liberator Concussive with something like the MG43 to punch through those medium armored heads, the Arc Thrower to double down on the crowd control, or the Grenade Launcher to grind those packs of stunned and confused bugs into an easy to refine paste. But if you know a good support weapon to pair with these primaries, then remember, it is your patriotic duty to post it in the comments section so your fellow Helldivers can benefit from your ingenuity. Arc weapons of all varieties also work great against the Predator strain. The Blitzer is a fantastic personal defense weapon with its infinite ammo, stagger, and automatic headshots. The Arc Thrower can keep stalkers and other bugs pinned back while also doing a lot of damage. But the real winner against this faction is the Tesla Tower.
Y'all, lay down some Tesla towers, and we're gonna leave. We're gonna retreat. We're going this way.
Roger that. There are 3-4 of them up now. I think. Well, there's 3.
Unless there's a Titan that spawns, they're not getting through that. That will kill anything they have.
Because this strain of Nids is more focused on hunters and stalkers than it is on the bigger bugs, the Tesla Tower can stay up longer since it's less likely to get stepped on by a Bile Titan. It'll draw in those socialists like a moth to an arc reactor before frying their sorry excuses for brains. But if you manage to get your whole squad to bring Tesla Towers, then things can get weird in a really good way. Bugs will usually prioritize sentries before Helldivers, and since the Tesla Tower counts as a sentry, they'll try to tear them down before heading in your direction. When you space 4 of these out across an open area, the bugs will get confused and they won't know which tower to focus down first. This makes them spread out and lose their ability to focus down one tower at a time, meaning all of your Tesla towers will be arcing across the entire Terminid force. Not only does this mean tons of damage, but the bugs will barely be able to crawl out of their holes as the light of freedom stuns them in place. This strategy completely trivializes the spread democracy and evacuate high-value assets mission types to the point where you can just safely salute the flag without worrying about getting torn to pieces. I mean, look at this.
Behind you.
Nice senator shot. Let's see how much work we actually have to do here. I'm not sure how much we'll have to actually do.
Okay. I cannot believe you.
Impaler, I can't kill that guy.
Alright, everybody shoot him in the face. Alright, he's dead.
Gone.
Back to salute. Ignore that tentacle. Have faith. I think it ran out.
No, I think I smashed.
Okay.
It's kind of OP. in a good way. The final standout weapon I want to mention before we build a loadout against these abominations is the gas dog, or the stink bug as some of my commandos have come to call it. Ever since Command adjusted the stink bug's targeting to no longer stick to a single enemy until it keels over, it's become a staple backpack option for those that enjoy keeping their body free of socialist claws and teeth. The stink bug gives you a personal space bubble that will cause nearby bugs to go blind and get confused for a whole 10 seconds whenever they get too close to you. Plenty of time to escape from a horde of stalkers or get a quick stim in before being devoured by a pack of hunters. It also pairs exceptionally well with fire effects from the flamer, torture, eagles, and incendiary grenades. Throw down a couple of incendiary impacts and lay into the horde with your halt or liberator concussive. You've created a literal firewall against tyranny. Here you can see it in action. Now that you know what weapons and tools are most effective against the Predator strain, let's put it all together by creating a loadout. For a primary, I'd recommend either the Halt or the Liberator Concussive, since these tools will frequently save your life and the lives of your teammates when you have 5 or 6 stalkers barreling towards you. You can easily run other options, but if you're struggling against this sub-faction, then these 2 weapons will noticeably make missions easier. If you choose to bring the Liberator Concussive, make sure you have access to medium pen elsewhere in your kit, otherwise Alpha Commanders and Biospheres can quickly become an issue. Since our primary isn't going to be our main source of damage, we'll want to bring a support weapon capable of culling the hordes once they're stunned. For this build, I'd recommend bringing either the MG43 or the grenade launcher and pairing it with the stink bug and siege ready armor passive. This will give you more ammo and reload speed for your primary and support weapons, so you won't need to rely on that supply pack to make it through a mission. The stink bug will keep the gribblies off you while you need to reload, negating the main disadvantage of the MG43 when compared to something like the Stalwart. It also helps maintain that personal space so you have plenty of room to use your grenade launcher without fear of blowing yourself up. It also helps with setting up our grenade option. For grenades, we'll be bringing incendiary impacts, or the regular variety if you don't have Polar Patriots yet. These grenades are fantastic when a pack of hunters is getting too close, since they'll die from even the briefest touch of Liberty's fire. For a secondary, you'll want the grenade pistol for an easy way to close bug holes, but if you have the grenade launcher, you feel free to bring something else. Finally, we'll fill out our last 2 stratagem slots with the 500 kg to handle the occasional Bile Tightener Impaler, and the Tesla Tower for more crowd control or to use as a diversion. You will want at least one teammate capable of handling the bigger bugs when they pop up, but as long as one person on your team has EATs, a recoilless rifle, or a quasar, you should be set. Most of the bug's reinforcement budget is spent on those hordes of hunters and stalkers, so you should notice fewer of the bigger combat forms. If you're real worried about them, then swap out that Tesla Tower for the orbital rail cannon strike so you can keep your peace of mind, but honestly I don't think you need it. There is one final bit of advice I need to emphasize, and that is to stick together.
Hey, everybody. Group hug.
Alright, come here.
Group hug.
Give me a hug.
No.
Group hug. Duckling, get in here.
Going shoulder to shoulder with your fellow Helldivers ain't just cinematic. It's an effective tactic when your enemy just wants to rush at you as fast as possible. You do not want to be caught alone when a pack of stalkers starts running you down or an invisible pack of hunters starts hunting you. Remember, Helldivers, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Go through the mission together and more of you will make it back to fill out those celebratory CO1 permits. If you're in need of teammates to take on the new Predator strain, then enlist in my regiment of Commandos by clicking the link to the Discord in the description of this video. We are the largest and most active independent force of Helldivers cleansing the galaxy of alien filth, and we're always happy to show FNGs the ropes. But until next time, this is Commissar Kai, signing out.
They're in a line that hold objective. Oh, well,
Just doing my job.
Duck, you I would recommend leave. This is not your responsibility.
Ooh, there's another one.